But he was married 5 times. I mean, I'm not talking about the affair around the one here. He had multiple affairs with a lot of women. 9 children. Of course, he was not a good father. He was never there. He was going whenever he goes home, and he said, "I'm going to see this one for 6 months." He was really like a man. He was not a model, and he said himself, you know, he was not a model of a father. But after, when he got really older, he lived in the Faroe Island, which is one of the islands that he made all his movies, and he was born. I mean, he was born Bastille Day, July 14th.
Oh, July 14th.
So for Bastille Day, still at the end of his life, all his kids came back. And he used to have this birthday in Faroe Island, this island where today there is a Bergman Museum. If you want to go there, you can see the Bergman Museum.
Have you been there?
No, but I wish. I'll tell you the next time, you know. Many extra, like I said, he was not a good father, we say like a 14th of July. Always very existential question, and in this film you're going to see it. So the film that we are watching, Wild Strawberries, was written in psychiatric ward in 2 months. He was in psychiatric ward for depression. He was always into psychoanalysis. But what's so interesting, when you are depressed, that always, and I'm sure you know what depression is, right? I mean, everybody knows sometime of your life. In general, you don't want to do anything. When depression is the engine for you to be creative, that is something really interesting. And he made 2 films at the same time. So when he wrote like Wild Strawberries, he's in his 30s, mid-30s, he's questioning himself about the death, the big thing. He's starting to get aware of his own mortality. As a 7th seal, I don't know if some of you watched 7th seal before, he's a lot about the existence of God.
It plays chess with
yeah. This is about death, but it's more like about the existence of God. This was like the big question of Bergman. I wish I was believing in God. I wish my life was easier, full of questions about relationship, about dying, about all these things. And this Wild Strawberries, it really is about aging and dying and really facing your life. It's always an interesting film when you watch when you are very young, because sometimes you have difficulty to understand it, but as you get older, you really understand it. 35 years old, he had already a very good sense of it, about reflecting of his life. The actors who are on this film, well, this is about 60 films he made, just basically. Theater is more important because these are the 2 directors of photography that he had, Gunnar Fischer and Trent Lindqvist, very, very well known too. And he won like thousands of awards. Important actor that he worked with him, and in the film, you have 2 of these are the actors that he will use. Liv Ullmann, who had a child with her. Bibi Andersson is a young woman who is in the movies that he had an affair with her, like about 2 years after. Actually, he left Bibi Andersson to go with Liv Ullmann. Harriet Anderson is another one. All these are very big. Ingrid Thulin is one of the actresses in the film. And all of these guys, Max von Sydow is a very big actor of the 7th seal that you're going to see here too. You're going to see it in the movie. So he worked with the same people, with a lot of the same people, and he has such a good connection with them that he does really a great thing. And so in this film, Victor Sjöström, the main actor, is this old man. Victor Sjöström is 78 years old in the film. He plays the professor. The name of the professor is Isak Borg. Isak Borg is Ingmar Bergman. IB. So it's his own vision of his own mortality, even if he's 35 years old. But Victor Sjöström was his teacher at the beginning of his career. And he helped at one time Bergman to make a film. And when he got to this very well established, Bergman, he said, I want Sjöström to be coming to play the professor. Sjöström was 78 years old. He said, I don't want to go make a film, you know. He was really tired of everything else. But he really influenced him, and you're going to see what kind of work that he does. So he plays a professor who is going back to his life to get an award. Ingrid Thulin is one of the beautiful actress, and Bibi Andersson, but Sjöström is really the main actor. He's like the main actor of the film. And after this, we'll talk about all this other point. But what you have to remember, 1957, he has been struggling. He's struggling still to make, you know, to get better psychologically. He's really questioning all this aspect of life. The main character is Victor Sjöström, reflection on life, on death, and on memory. So you're going to see him going through this. It's 93 minutes, so it's not a long film. It's an hour and 30 minutes. And you're going to see that everything is shown, every scene is cut like a play. It's cut at the time, it's what we call a linear. Beginning, 2, 3, 4, 5. So everything is written on a scene, and you see the scene, and we're going from the beginning to the end. Every scene has an impact, and something that people will tell me when I went to film school, and they used to tell me when I wrote, they say, you write too much, your dialogue are too long. This is the king of the dialogue. You could have a dialogue of 20 minutes between two people, with a fixed camera. And I say, because he was content. So even if you miss something of the content, of the listening, you have to watch this several times. Anyway. Alright, so thank you for coming. You're watching it like a masterpiece of cinema, and this guy is like the other masterpiece. There is nothing where exists like this anymore. I was saying about sentimental value.
Yeah.
Sentimental value is Ingmar Bergman.
Yeah. Is what?
What I mean is, it's like he took all in the inspiration from Ingmar Bergman. There is a scene. If you watch Sentimental Values, there is a scene between the father and the daughter, several one.
The one at the restaurant?
At the bar.
Yeah, like what they speak, like about 15 minutes, you know, they have like this really intense. You want to see it in this? It's not in the room, it's in the car. It's Victor Sjöström, who is like the professor who talked to his daughter-in-law about life, about her being pregnant or not being pregnant, and you're going to see, of course, people go back to the master. I mean, the good film are going back, and I mean, I say like Sentimental Value is the best film of the year for sure. I mean, for me, it was like on the top of everything, because it was really very intense and very felt. So when you see this, you're going to see that he took inspiration from somewhere. So enjoy it.